Welcome back, gamers and collectors, to another episode of Pickups and Playlist, where we go over all the games we've been collecting and playing. It is March, and I think these are the only pickups that I have so far for the year. Definitely starting the year off very slow, very intentional, knowing that convention season is coming up and I will be spending lots of time and money on games at those events. So I just have two game pickups this time. One is a thrift store pickup that I got, and that is Babysitting Mama on the Wii. Let's just open this up. No manual. I don't know if it comes with one. I'm guessing it does. I have my receipt here. No manual, so I might have to scour the internet for that, but we do have the game. I did check the toy section to see if they have the little doll that comes with this game, and I didn't see it. So unfortunately I don't have the doll, but I do have the game. I've actually never played any of the games in the Cooking Mama kind of franchise, if you will. So this will be my first game from that franchise. It was only $3, so it just felt like I had to pick it up. This next find is not quite a thrift find. It's kind of a bargain bin find. I went to one of those stores where they put out stuff that you can get from Amazon that people either returned or didn't want or whatever. And the price of those items goes down every day of the week. So when they put it out, it's $10 for every item. And then it goes down to $8 and then $5 and then $3 and then $1, I think. So I went on a $5 day and I found this. This is just a Switch case. It is a Switch 2 case though. It is ombre pink and purple, which I love. And I just was like, for $5, I have to pick that up, right? So I went ahead and grabbed it. And it fits perfect with my purple Switch. It fits in there just absolutely perfectly. Ta-da! See? Fits. Perfect. It's great. Pretty much the only game that I've purchased so far this year. And I'm pretty proud of myself for not having bought anything in a while, and then I'm just like slowing down and saving money. But I had to splurge on this one, and that's Pokopia. Now, if you remember, I said I would never buy a game key card. I said that they're stupid. Game key cards, they are stupid. But when it finally came down to like, here's the game that I want, and I either have to buy it digitally or have to buy the game key card, I had to either double down on my opinion or I needed to reevaluate. And ultimately, I reevaluated and I decided to get the game key card. I'm sorry, don't hate me. People are allowed to change their minds, all right? I decided I wanted something to go on my shelf. I wanted the cartridge, and I really don't think they're as bad as people make them out to be. As long as in 20 years, anybody can pop this in and download the game and not need the eShop to be up, if you will. As long as people can still download this without access to the eShop, then I think it's fine. And I kind of just felt like for $70, I didn't want just a digital game. I wanted something physical out of my $70. So I bought it. It did come with this cute little like card thing inside, which, you know, at least there's something in there, right? I wanted another Switch 2 game for the shelf because my Switch 2 section's like this big. Last, I have to grab something off of the shelves to show you that I got this month. So I got an email. When this type of thing happens, there's usually a scream. So I get an email and I'm like, ah! And my husband's like driving usually when this happens. He's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I got an email. So I got an email from Build-A-Bear, and they asked if they could send me a package, and they asked me if I would want a few plushies, and they gave me some options, and I chose the Yoshi and the Princess Peach outfit that goes on this cute little bunny, and I freaking love them. Oh my gosh, they're adorable. And I know I said I'm not big on collecting plush, and the biggest reason behind that is because I don't really have space to keep all my plush. But now that I have these, I'm like reevaluating. Maybe I can just get a bin that goes in my closet and I can just rotate out the plushies. You know what I mean? Because these are adorable. I love them. and I know my nieces are going to try to steal them, so I might have to lock my office door or something. So these will be available April 3rd. I've never had a Build-A-Bear before. I've never gone to Build-A-Bear. I didn't grow up with this, okay? And maybe I should just hold them for the rest of the video, okay? Kind of really makes me want to buy the Fields of Mystria plushies because they're adorable and I love that game. And I want to get like more farming game plushies and do like a game display. That would be so cute. Speaking of Fields of Mystria, let's dive into the games that I have been playing so far this year. I think the last time I did one of these videos was the beginning of January. So one of the games that I have dived into but have since paused is Fields of Mystria. They came out with their 4th major update and I started playing and I freaking love that game and I just got back into it again and just loving it again. But I did stop recently because Pokopia came out and all these other things were kind of grabbing my attention. So, but I have been kind of feeling like I want to jump back into it again and maybe like take a break from Pokopia and play it a little bit more. But basically I'm kind of to this point where I need to level up some friendships in the game so that I can progress the story, which is kind of cool. Like, you guys know me, I don't normally pay much attention and put a lot of time and effort into relationships in the games that I play. But with this one, there is story locked behind level 8 friendship with 2 characters. So I have work to do. I gotta give them gifts. I gotta, talk them up. I gotta go date these characters so that I can get the end of the story. And of course, I've been dabbling in my usual games. Infinity Nikki is always having updates, but I feel like when I have been playing Infinity Nikki, it's not as often as I used to. Like, I've definitely slowed down on playing it. I don't play through the full updates. I just kind of play just enough to like feel satisfied and then I move on until the next update. So I have been playing it, but I've been playing it a lot less. Now, I have been pretty big into Disney Dreamlight Valley again, which is funny because last year in the summertime, I was thinking that I was ready to drop this game and never play it again. But I have been enjoying the updates lately ever since the Wish Blossom Ranch came out. And so I've been doing, trying to like do all my dream snaps so that I can earn, what is it called? The Valley coin stuff. What is it called? Dreamlight something? Dream something? I don't know. I'm trying to earn enough in-game currency to buy cute things that I want to decorate with, and I have started decorating on like another level than I have ever done before on Disney Dreamlight Valley, and I'm really proud of how my valley is starting to look. I also started dabbling back into Animal Crossing during the 3.0 update, but that has since died down a little bit. We were streaming it on the channel for a while, and I do want to finish streaming it because we have like 2, maybe 4 hotel rooms that we still need to decorate. So I definitely want to do that. But right now, obviously, Pokopia is taking up all the time. Then there are 2 games from my backlog that I've been working on, and again, not as much now that Pokopia is out, but I want to try and like get back into them again. So the first one is Princess Debut. I actually sat down and played Princess Debut last night and unlocked 1 more song and 1 more outfit. I'm like halfway through the game, I think, and I'm about 2 hours in. And this is the kind of game that you play over and over again to try different dating routes. This has just been really fun for me when I want to pick up something to play on a retro console. And I've been posting a lot about this game and people are telling me about like the hidden love interest and all these things. And so I'm definitely feeling motivated to play it multiple times just because people are saying that that was like the best part of the game for them growing up, is playing it over and over and over and unlocking different characters. Hadn't really planned on playing this game this year, but I picked it up to make some Valentine's Day content, and then I just kind of started really getting into it, and I at this point do want to finish this game at least once this year. The other game on my backlog that I have been playing is Dave the Diver. I want to say I'm like 20 something hours into the game. I think I'm on chapter 4 or 5. And I think there might be like 10 chapters, so I might be like halfway through. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really feel like this is like more of an RPG than a management sim, which I think Most people, when it first came out, I think thought it was going to be restaurant management versus an RPG. This is definitely an RPG. I kind of want to do a vlog for this one and maybe get some sushi. I just want an excuse to go get some sushi, to be honest. But I'm having a good time. I have slowed down on it, but I'm kind of ready to pick it back up again. Now, there are 3 games that I got keys for that I want to briefly touch on. So the first one is Collector's Cove. I played a few, maybe like 2 or 3 hours. I think, I don't know, it just didn't really grab me. And also I played it on Switch. I put it on Switch 2, but there's not a Switch 2 edition, and the graphics just aren't as good on the Switch as they are on PC or Steam Deck. And it just didn't grab me. I don't know, maybe I'll try it again later this year. I don't know, maybe I need to get further in the game. I feel like it's missing something, an element that just makes me want to play and not put it down. It's missing something there. The next game I got is Lost and Found Co. I really like this one, but I do have to start my play over again because I got it early and I didn't realize that they had mentioned in the email that the game was going to reset when it comes out because they were pushing a big update on day 1 and I didn't know it was going to reset my save data. So I'm starting over. I got like an hour in, so I have to start again, but it's really fun. It's just like a little hidden object game, but it does have a storyline and it does work really well on Steam Deck. So I can see myself playing this like before bed. And the last key that I got was for Tales of Seiku. I got a key for this game because I did a video for them, but I haven't had a chance to actually play the game yet. It is giving Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma vibes. Like it looks just like it. And I kind of think I want to save playing this one because it's in early access right now. I want to save playing it until it's on its full release, and then I think I'm going to play it because it looks really interesting. It's giving me those Rune Factory vibes. Now there is one more game I want to touch on, but not for the reason you think. This game is a game that I will no longer be playing, and that is Heartopia. I think I mentioned Heartopia a few times in the last month or so. I even wrote an article about it on my Substack, comparing it to girly pop DS games from back in the day. Heartopia has done some things that I just don't appreciate and the community doesn't appreciate, and there's way better games out there to play. I am no longer going to be playing Heartopia. I don't know if you know much about the game. I played it for a while. It was just kind of like a silly, there's no story. I just really liked the building, decorating mechanic in the game. But they've done some shady stuff. So they recently, in their most recent update, had a scene that was very racist that they then updated and edited and apologized for. But I just feel like there's just that combined with like AI usage and using YouTubers' videos without their permission for their ads and lack of inclusivity in the game and stuff like that. I don't want to play the game anymore. It's lost its charm. It's lost everything. So I will not be playing Heartopia anymore, and I'm moving on to better things, right? Pokopia. Let's talk about Pokopia. Actually, we haven't even talked about it yet. I freaking love this game, okay? We're just going to transition into like a review of Pokopia right here, okay? So when this game first came out, or when it was first announced, and we got our first trailer of this game, everybody was freaking out and they were like, oh my gosh, Pokopia looks so good, oh my gosh, better than Animal Crossing, yeah! Okay, here's the thing. When that first trailer dropped, I felt like the game didn't have any depth. I was very worried that this was just going to be like a 5-hour game for $70 and then you just be done with it and it was going to be a flash in the pan. When we got the Pokemon Presents and they added more gameplay footage and another trailer in there, I was like, oh, this actually looks a lot bigger than I thought. And then we started getting reviews, and the reviews rated it higher than any other Pokemon game of all time. And I was thinking, maybe. So I decided to get it day 1, which was not something I originally had intended. I kind of was thinking I was going to wait for some reviews to come out, but I got it day 1. Freaking love it. It is so good. And I have put, oh, let me actually check. And let me do a little update. Last time I checked, I was at over 110 hours. Let's see. We are at, I'm checking my Switch right now. We are at over 130 hours in this game. And it's been 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. Okay, 130 hours. You know how long it took me to beat Persona 5 Royal? Okay, that's a totally different story though. We shouldn't compare apples to oranges. I have over 1,000 hours in Animal Crossing, and we've had that for 6 years. I mean, if we do the math, probably gonna, put at least 1,000 hours into Pokopia. Oh my goodness. I have finished the story. The story was really good. There are several elements that really just kind of keep me coming back. So first, you have discovering habitats and using those habitats to discover Pokemon. So I still have probably like 100 Pokemon left to find in the game, which is a lot considering that I already beat the game. Then you have the system where you need to improve their habitats. You need to make them little homes. You need to make them happy. They want things. They want foods. They want spicy and sour foods. And they want little places to sit and to be comfy. And they want little toys. So you have to get them those things in order to level up your environment level. And when you level up your environment level, then you get new crafting recipes and new furniture pieces and access to new home types that you can build and all this stuff. So there is so much more that I still haven't even unlocked in the game because there's just so much to it. There's so much more depth than I ever could have imagined that the game would actually have. And I'm so glad I splurged and spent $70 on it. I think this is well worth its time. I like to always gauge price by the hour that I put into it. So with over 130 hours, that's like almost 50 cents an hour of gameplay. 50 cents. Like if somebody was like, you want to play this game for 3 hours, it'll cost you $1.50. I'm like, okay. like it's... I'm gonna get, by the time I get 1,000 hours, I'm making money, right? Okay, so this is a really good value for $1. But I think also you have some things to consider, right? If you don't like decorating, then maybe you're not gonna get that $1 per hour that other people are getting. But there's more than just decorating in this game. There's also building. And I feel like building and decorating are two separate things. We're talking about building really cool structures, or, you can build just pretty much anything. And I feel like that is very different from decorating. And then, like I said, you also have the mechanic of finding all the Pokemon. There's quests and side quests to go on. And even if you're not really big into decorating or building, instead of trying to be creative and come up with your own ideas, you can actually just restore the town instead. So it's pretty clear where roads were and houses were, and you can work on restoring those buildings rather than creating something from scratch. What else can you do in Pokopia, Paul? My husband's playing it right now. How many hours do you have, Paul? Huh? 100 or more. I only have 30 hours on this guy. At some point, he's gonna outplay me. I know it's gonna happen because I have a backlog, like this big backlog. He doesn't really. He picks like 4 games and plays the crap out of them, okay? Do you want to know how many hours he has in Starfield? Okay, now we're just out on a tangent here. We need to get back to Pokopia. Okay, he has like 1,000. Okay. Right? 800 something other. In Starfield. I heard that game wasn't even that good, but he likes it. I'm having a great time, and I just want to keep building and restoring and finding Pokemon and doing all the things. I'm having a great time. I do think it's time for me to slow down though and maybe pick back up some of the other games I mentioned, like Dave the Diver and Princess Debut. I did. Oh, I totally forgot to tell you guys. I finally finished Tiny Bookshop like 2 days ago. I decided I needed a break from Pokopia, and I was like, I'm stepping away for the night. And I sat down and played Tiny Bookshop for like 2 hours, and I really just focused on completing quests, and that kept me like playing and playing for 2 hours. If you're just playing to like run the shop, but when you're like focused on unlocking the quests, I feel like that's way more fun. So I was doing that, and then the next day I played like another 2 hours, and I finished. I hit credits. I have my new, well, I don't want to spoil it. It's so good, and I could keep playing. There are some quests that I haven't finished yet, and I might still dabble in it here and there. But I'm just so happy that I finally finished another game. And you guys, it is March, and I've only finished 3 games. I am feeling the pressure, right? I need to finish some games here. So I'm gonna slow down on Pokopia and pick up some other things. I think we can finish Princess Debut soon. Dave the Diver, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? And then coming up on the roster, we may or may not pick up Tamagotchi Life. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. It seems like there's some building and decorating in Tamagotchi Life. That interests me. Maybe the fun little drama of it all maybe interests me a little bit, but at the same time, I don't know. I didn't play the original. Let me know what you think. Are you gonna get Tamagotchi Life? I haven't decided yet. What's next? Channel update. Something weird has happened this year. Let me give you some numbers. Let's do some math here, okay? Okay? I wrote down goals of where I wanted to be follower count wise on different platforms. And Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, and Threads were my smallest goals, right? I wanted to hit really tiny numbers here. Okay, so on Instagram, I started the year with 326 followers. Now, listen to me. I have had that Instagram account since before I started my TikTok account. TikTok, I started the year at 16.5. I'm at like 17.5 thousand followers on TikTok. YouTube, you guys know I'm over 2,000 followers. Instagram, I've had that account the longest, and I'm still at 326 followers, okay? Something happened. Something happened. A miracle has happened, and one of my videos did really well. And then a few more videos started doing really well. My goal, let me tell you my goal first. My goal was to go from 326 followers to 500 followers by the end of 2026. Okay? That's how slow I grow on Instagram. I was thinking I'm gonna finally get to 500 followers. Okay? Okay? My current follower count is 896. I'm gonna hit 1,000 pretty soon. In the past month, I have had 500 new followers. 500. I'm just perplexed, and I'm grateful that it's finally happening. It's March, and I already hit one of my goals for the year. Instagram, anything that happens at this point on Instagram is just happy, cherry on top. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to process my whole thoughts on streaming. We've started streaming on the channel. I'm enjoying streaming. The things that I enjoy the most are decorating streams, because I feel like I can easily talk about what I'm doing and not have all this dead air. So I feel most comfortable when I'm streaming decorating. I just feel like more relaxed, more myself, less conscious of the lack of people watching, if you will. So I feel like I feel more comfortable doing that. However, we haven't tried very much variety when it comes to the streams. We basically have streamed Pokopia and Animal Crossing. I did some research, and I was looking into ways that we could stream a 3DS game. And ultimately, I was looking at, I think it's called Snickers Stream. I got it working. It was working. It was kind of laggy at times, and other times it ran really well. And then the other issue was I couldn't get the audio to work. I might have to look into some other methods. I'm, considering sending a 3DS in to get a capture card, but do I send in one of my special edition 3DSs to get a capture card? I don't think so. So I'm looking into how we can stream some older games. There's also Switch NSO, Nintendo Switch Online, right? We can play some retro games while easily having the accessibility of streaming it, if that makes sense. We have options. I do think I would like to try streaming some other things. I just don't know what yet. So I'm just trying to figure it all out, right? But at least for now, while I'm trying to figure it all out, we're doing something, right? That's the whole process of content creation. If you don't know, it's all about trial and error and getting it out there, and you're never gonna learn and you're never going to grow if you don't try something first. I do think it would be fun to go live at a convention. I do think I want to try that this summer. Hopefully we have enough phone battery, because we'll have to do it on my phone, but hopefully we can do something like that, even if it's just like a 15-minute like live of the convention. I think that could be fun. I'm excited for summer. I'm excited to play more games. I'm excited for convention season. We've got a lot of really good stuff coming up. When is the next convention? Oh, the next convention is not until June. That's so far away. There is a Pokemon card convention that I'm going to next weekend though. And it will be interesting to see if there's any video game vendors there, because usually when I go to video game conventions, there are Pokemon card vendors there. Yeah, we have more vlogs on the way, more collection videos on the way. So if you're interested in seeing all that and you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I would love for you to let me know in the comments what you picked up recently, what you're playing right now, or planning on playing soon, what you're excited for that's coming up. Are you going to be playing Tamagotchi Life? And we have the Mario Galaxy movie coming up. So excited for that. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, because it really helps me out. Happy gaming, happy collecting, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!